Hello and welcome to Discus, South Carolina's virtual library. I'm Linda Heimberger, the Electronic Resources Training and Outreach Coordinator, and I am here to walk you through another edition of the eLearning series, the eLearning pilot project for South Carolina school districts. We've provided an overview of Discus. We've provided other technology integration videos. And in today's video, we're going to cover lessons for educators, where you will find lessons and you will find curriculum standard integrated content in the Discus resources. As you can see today, this video covers lesson content in BrainPOP Junior, Opposing Viewpoints in Context, and Learn 360, and also lesson plans in Britannica School, TumbleBooks, CultureGrams, and StudySC.org. You will note from our website there are electronic handouts that are found at scdiscus.org under the Training tab and Training Resources. If you look under the Subject and Topical Guides, you will find a breakdown of the elementary and the middle and high school databases broken out by features, formats, and those that are Google and Microsoft integrated. So we're going to start today by looking at lesson plans in BrainPOP Junior. You're probably familiar with the movies of the week and the movies that are provided for each subject discipline. But if you notice at the bottom of your video, you will see an orange button for lesson ideas. You simply want to select the movie on the unit, subject, or lesson that you desire, and then click on Lesson Ideas. This will take you out to a BrainPOP Educators page where you will then see related lesson plans. This particular one is on biography, and you can see that you have classroom activities on biography, you have family and homeschool activities, and you have a biography lesson plan at the bottom of that section. Also notice to the left of this page, you may also search for content based on the academic standards of South Carolina. So you can select South Carolina Language Arts, English, Language Arts Social Studies, Science, and the grade level. And when you do that, it's going to tie the content of BrainPOP Junior to those South Carolina standards. At this point, you could then click on the linked content that you see in the blue highlights and be able to pull that content related to the standard. We also have curriculum standards linked to our opposing viewpoints in context. This also links to the content, which will save you time if you're pulling together a lesson and you're preparing something in advance that you might want to use on an inclement weather day or that you need to use for a makeup day. And you would go into Gail's opposing viewpoints in context from our main A to Z list in Discus. And notice the curriculum standards is located in the black navigation bar at the top of the database. Simply click on curriculum standards and you'll be able to follow through and select state standards, South Carolina, and then you'll be able to choose which grade level and what subject emphasis you're looking at, English Language Arts, Mathematics, or the Sciences. Today we're going to look at curriculum standards for science middle school level, and you would continue to follow through. If you notice at the top we have the South Carolina standard listed, and we have a breakout for grade 6, 7, etc. I've selected grade 7, and you can continue to elevator down through each one of the standards until you locate the specific standard that you are interested in. Here you want to describe the organization of the periodic table, And you would then click the link to periodic table, and then you will find all of the resources that are available for that content tied to the curriculum standard. So you notice here we have content types of audio, magazines, newspapers, and academic journals. And you can see on your left that you can then search through the 11 magazines, the 13 news articles, etc. on that topic. We also have great activities and lessons tied to Learn 360 that are in addition to the videos and video clips, which you are probably familiar with in Learn 360. There are some interactives and worksheets that are really non-media. There are math activities that are videos that are interactive. There are fact sheets on U.S. and world history, sports, rules, safety, women's studies, etc., as you see here. And we also have the non-media maps, diagrams, science experiments, and other pieces available. So what I would like to highlight today in Learn 360 is the curriculum standard location here. You would click on Search by Standards on the main screen of Learn 360. And then you're going to be able to, once again, select the South Carolina, state, the grade level, and the subject that you're interested in locating. Here I've selected South Carolina 7th grade science. And you'll see, again, you have a breakdown of those standards and all of the pieces that go under each standard. So if I'm now interested in finding something to do with matter in physical science, the classification and conservation of matter, I can then pull up those search results, and you can see I can see a video here on the top all about atoms. And you can notice to the left of that there are 62 results there that you can then filter through and utilize for your instruction. Notice also below each video you have share options, so you can share out to your Google Classroom. You can email or embed a link to share out to your colleagues or students. In addition to Learn 360, there's a robust section of lesson plans available in Britannica School. And when you first enter Britannica School, you can select either elementary, middle, or high levels. And what you want to do as an instructor is create an educator's account. If you haven't already, you want to definitely have an educator's account so that you will have exclusive access to the lesson plan browser. So you would want to go to Educators. You'd want to select Create an Account. And at that point, you would then type in a username, password, and your email address. And note, you do want to indicate Educator here when you register for an account. Once there, you will see, and you are at the Educators section, and you would just click on the Lesson Plan Browse. And from there, you can then work through, as we've done in the previous lesson plan searches. Notice on the left-hand side, I've selected 6th through 8th grades, and I've selected science once again. Obviously, you have the choices there along the left. These are going to be lesson plans that are already created by other teachers, and you're able to select the content of interest. And then you're also able to go in and actually customize that content and customize the lesson plan. If you want to change up the objective, if you want to add more materials to your lesson plan and save it within your educator's account, you can do that also. If you're interested in finding additional items that you can use within your Google Classroom, or you want to save you can go through and identify information as I have here for atoms and matter, and you just click on the star beside the content to be able to save that to your favorites. At that point, you'll be able to use pull from your content from your My Content tab and be able to pull these items, articles, images, and videos into your Google Classroom. So there are also lesson plans that are available in the TumbleBook library. And TumbleBook library is keyed toward K through 6th grades. And all you'll need to do here is go down to your storybooks and select a storybook either by searching directly for it or browsing for it. Here you'll see we've selected Clever Beatrice as a book for you to be able to see. A little story about what happens when a very little girl makes a bet with a very large giant. And you can see beneath the book title there is the lesson plan link. And when you click on that, you're able to download a set of lesson plans. This particular book has one lesson plan. Some books have several, maybe even up to 4 different lesson plans for that book title. So when you open the lesson plan, you can see that it opens in a downloadable and or printable PDF file. So it will actually go through how long it will take you to prepare, the time period, the topic, the objective that it's trying to accomplish, and then it will go through all of the materials and then provide you with everything you need to be able to teach on that book. You will also find in TumbleBook Library that you can locate unit plans. So if you want an entire unit on a particular topic, you can do that by going to Tumble Search on the top right, searching in Tumble Search on unit plans, as you see here, and you will get a variety. Earth Day, fear, self-esteem, emotions, grammar fun, music, weather, etc. And as you can see, the ones that I've pulled up here were the Grammar Fun for All unit plan. And you'll notice that it'll give you a little overview of what the unit plan is, so you can see if that is of interest to you. And then simply click here to be able to download that Word file that's then going to break out once again all the different pieces that go into providing the lesson plan for a unit topic. We have 2 more lesson options to cover here. The last one here is still in our Discus databases in CultureGrams, and then we're going to look at Study SC lesson plans, which is separate from Discus. When you access the CultureGrams piece here, the main page, all you need to do is page down once and you'll be able to get to the bottom section of the main page to find the teaching activities. Teaching activities is actually a PDF file of over 200 pages that includes over 70 activities for ages classes aged through K through 12. So we have them for the young folks all the way up through high school. So they do get much more complex and complicated for students as they advance. But what you'll notice as you scroll through the activities, there are 2 ways to search through the PDF file. One is by grade level. So if you're simply interested in grades K through 5, middle school or high school, you can scroll through and look at those that are keyed to the grade level. If you're more interested in a particular activity type, notice there is an index for activity type as well. So if you're looking for something that is going to work well for problem solving or writing or creative projects, they're going to be broken out there first by activity type and second, as you see, by grade level. So that is how you're going to be able to find those. So once you open up a lesson from the PDF file, you'll see that there is a clear objective tied to the grade level. This particular type is a presentation. And you can see all the materials that will be required for the lesson, and then the step-by-step instructions. You'll also find at the end of each activity, there will be questions for further discussion and an extension activity to then give your students to reinforce that lesson. And finally, what we'll look at today are lessons that are found in studysc.org. This is another collection of resources that we produce out of the State Library, and this is now coordinated between Amanda Stone and Jessica Ogburn, who work in electronic resources and one in digitization. And what they've done is they've gone through and collected lesson plans that will break out those topics that relate strictly to South Carolina, which is going to be great for those of you particularly who are teaching in grades 3 and grades 8, where you cover a lot of South Carolina history. You'll see at studysc.org, lesson plans are there in our navigation bar. Once you click that, you're going to see that they give you just an A to Z list of lesson plans, but you're also able to tailor, customize which lesson plan you would like to retrieve. So you would just simply go to lesson plans here. I've selected middle school. You select your grade level, your lesson plan subject if you want to do that, and then simply click apply. And what will happen is you'll see on this screen, you will then receive a list of all of those titles that relate to middle school level lesson plans on the Civil War in South Carolina. So you have everything from building an army to African American experience, analyzing Civil War photographs there as a picture for you. So that should save you time in locating materials and content for your lessons. So that is how you would actually get the lesson plans themselves. But if you're also interested in just finding content for your grade level, you can do that as well by accessing through grade levels in the navigation bar. And what you'll see here is elementary, middle, and high are broken out. I've selected middle school again here, but you'll see that all the categories that relate to that grade level have broken out the different subjects for South Carolina as well. So that's one more way you as an instructor can quickly and easily find that content. So that's all that we have for you for lessons today. We do want to recommend that you stay connected with us by Facebook, Twitter, if you'd like to subscribe to our newsletter to get updates and training opportunities that come out digitally through your email. We would welcome you to do that. Also, if you find that you have additional questions, please contact us at the contact information here that you see. I'm Linda Heimberger. We have Jessica Ogburn in our Discus office, and Patricia Sinclair is our Electronic Resources Manager. Thank you for watching our video today, and we look forward to working with you in the future.